fancy. He must have got those on Vistaprint. No. It's overnightprints.com. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Kind of looks like it's a hazy day. The sun was out a second ago. Hope you had a good weekend. It's some people's last days of schools this week. Does that make sense? Last days of schools. Good morning, everybody. I know it's my kids' last week of school, and I dropped them off this morning. Good morning, Gabriel. How you doing, sir? Everybody comment where you're watching from, where you're from. If you're out of state, that's awesome. If you're out of the city, great. If you're out of the coastal bend, even better. Comment where you're watching from. Adicelli says, good morning. What did I post the other day, or yesterday? You said, man, I'm not calling anybody out. Oh, because you used to listen to Baby Bash. That was funny. I didn't even know that. That was just funny. I was just calling people out. I was really calling my wife out. Everybody have a good morning. Comment where you're watching from. Tag a friend needs to hear this stuff. I was about to say a bad word. If you have anybody that needs to, get it out. It's like, hey, I got questions. Good morning, Karina. We got questions about real estate, either about selling or buying or investing, or just general questions. You know, when I first started, one of the most common questions I used to get was, and this is one of those like, Gabriel says, heading to work. Me too, my man. Me too. The most common question I used to get when I first started, and this is really weird to me, it doesn't happen in a while, but it used to, was people would call me, and this is how weird people are. Hey, so-and-so says they just bought a house. Do they really buy it, or are they renting it? I was like, I don't know. I'm going to find out. So I'd go and look in Oasis Cat or look at the MLS and be like, looks like it was just leased out. I knew it. I was like, damn, haters. Some haters out there trying to make sure so-and-so couldn't buy a house. I knew they couldn't. It's okay. If you have questions about buying a house, selling a house, that's all here. But today we're going to talk about a couple different things. And if you look at all the videos we have in the past, what you'll see is up top, there's 2 questions. And then there's questions within the, the live video. But the 2 questions up top are usually what we focus on. So if you want to go look at some of the old videos, you can find maybe your question that you have, maybe you can find the answer to the question maybe that you have. Because I get that there's a lot of different stuff. And sometimes it may seem like the same question, but there's one little twist and it changes everything. So again, if you have anybody that you work with, maybe it's family members, whoever it is, if they have questions, tag them, share it. Good morning, Michelle. Or just make sure they understand that, hey, there's someone out there that can answer these questions, because for all honesty, that's why I try to do this, is to make sure that people get their questions answered, and not from a blog, and not from a PDF, and not from some person they don't trust or feel like they're really explaining it in plain English. That's what I'm here for. So today we're going to talk about sellers. And this is a really common question when people are looking to sell, and maybe they have a home that's not as updated or new as some newer homes in the last couple of years. So whenever they're looking to go and sell, there's a question by some of y'all. Good morning, Adicelli. There's a question by some of y'all that, hey, should I just go flip my house? Do I got to go to Home Depot and spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get the home the way I feel it should be, like some of the model homes I see now, or maybe some of the stuff I see online? Good morning, EC. Or more some of the stuff I see on HGTV, because that stuff looks really good. And I know if my restroom looked like that, it would sell super fast. Maybe. But unless you're going in and just, if you have the budget and you're just going in spending thousands of dollars, that's one thing. But here's the question. Even if you do have all that money to go spend and do all these renovations and remodels, are you going to get that money back? So if I go spend thousands of dollars, you're saying maybe I'll get that money back? Yeah, it's a big maybe. You can go remodel a kitchen for tens of thousands of dollars and then maybe just get that back depending on what the comps look like for your home. So that's why it's really important before you put your home on the market to get a professional to come walk the house. Like when we first meet a client, the first thing we do isn't taking photos. The first thing we do isn't signing paperwork or putting a sign in the front yard. The first thing we always do, no matter what, is we go walk the house. We keep it super casual. And the reason why is because selling your house is a big deal, and I get that it's a lot of pressure, and people are like, oh, people are going to judge me. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. People are going to be walking in my house and seeing how I decorate and seeing all this stuff. I know that's a common concern. But also, there's times when we talk to people right before we go walk their house, and they say, well, there's some stuff we need to repair, and there's some stuff we really want to fix or update before we put it on the market. And I'll say, hey, before you spend any money, and I'm telling you, before you spend any money, before you do anything, before you go to Lowe's and Home Depot and have a big old do-it-yourself weekend, let us come over, let us walk it, let us tell you what's important. That way, you know, okay, well, I really was planning on painting everything, and I was going to do new backsplash, and I was going to do this. we'll tell you if we think it's important or not. Because really, good morning, Doug. Because really, when you're selling a house, top of the list, before you even do renovations or remodel anything, top of the list is always going to be repairs. Make repairs first. Because if someone's coming in your house, and yeah, maybe you got a brand new kitchen, but your roof is 30 years old and it's a 20-year roof, or there's foundation problems, or there's plumbing problems, or you have termites, or you have a lot of electrical that's just outdated, or you have a lot of plumbing where maybe there's leaks all over the place, maybe you have a lot of sheetrock damage, maybe you have holes in the wall, maybe you have ceiling fans that are hanging by wires, maybe you have some lights in the restroom that don't have domes on it. There's all these different things that you probably don't think about because you're focused on the accessories, that you're like, well, what about the base of the house? How's that condition? So before you renovate, before you remodel, Laura says, good morning, it's my 30th birthday today. Well, god damn it, happy birthday, Laura. I hope you have a great day. I'm sorry you're having to hear me talk at the beginning of your morning. Good morning, Jen, how are you? So yeah, so before you renovate, before you remodel, you got to make repairs first. Anything that might come up on inspection report, because those are more than likely the things that people are going to ask for. People don't go into houses unless they're jerks and then do inspections. Then after inspections go, you know, it'd be really cool though if you had new granite countertops, or it'd be really cool if you redid the bathrooms with brand new vanities. No one does that. They're going to ask for repairs first because they realize that those are all upgrades. So you got to keep that in mind. No one's going to ask for that stuff. It might just be you thinking you need it, and again, you might not make the money back that you spend to do all those things. Second things, like I said, minor upgrades. It really depends on if you feel you need your money back. Here's some not cheap, sorry, don't mean to say it that way. Here's some not as expensive items to do whenever you have a house you're looking to sell. And here's the way I'll explain it. You ever heard that, you know, that new car smell? You buy a new car and it's like, oh, it smells so good, it's a new car smell. That's leather. Or that's interior. That's what you smell. It's not necessarily the car. It's not the engine. It's not the radio. It's the material, like the plastic or the dash. But really, in all reality, when you have a new car smell, it's leather, or it's just the smell of the interior. Same thing whenever people say, oh, it still smells so new, and they walk into a house. You know what that new house smell is? It's carpet and it's paint. That's it. That's what a new house smells like. It smells like carpet and paint. And your mind thinks, oh yeah, that's all it is. You walk into Home Depot, you can smell the same stuff. It's a new house smell. So that would be the only thing I would say, you know what, if you can afford it, and there's certain rooms that need it, paint and carpet would be your best investment, not only to get on return, but also just whenever you have showings, people are gonna walk in and go, it smells new. It smells like a new house in here. You would never know they had 4 dogs and 10 kids and a husband who's dropping chili all the time. You never know that because of the new carpet and the paint. That's a new paint smell. What was I going to say? Also, on my list of renovate, remodel, by the way, there's a blog about this that I'm going to share the link for on my website. You can go read more in case I'm not covering everything, but I feel like I am. Number 3 is save money over time. And the reason why is because if you don't do these repairs right off the bat, and if you don't do these little tiny things that can help you, like make the repairs or just like tiny little touch-ups here and there, not big overhauls, the tiny little things, those are the things that people are going to realize when they go see your house. Because when the house goes on the market, the first couple of weeks are really like the honeymoon phase. That's when the most action's going to happen. And that's when the most people are going to go through the house and actually check it out in person. After that, it slows down a little bit, and the longer it takes after that, the lower the price could go down, or you would have to go down to sell it, because once a house is on the market for a little while, people start to wonder, well, what's wrong with it? And more than likely, it's always 2 things. 1, it's price, because it's too high, or 2, there's too many repairs, and maybe seller's not either willing to do it, or it just scares off potential buyers. Those are the 2 biggest things. All right, so that's renovate and remodel. If you have any more questions about that, or if you have a house where you're like, ooh, okay, he's right, maybe I was thinking about doing this, maybe I don't need to, just message me, let me know. Second question, budget. This is a really big one. And if you're looking to buy a house and you're thinking, where am I going to get the down payment? How am I going to afford that? Oh my God, where's that money going to come from? Do I even make that much? Good morning, Sergio. Here's what you need to do. I love the memes, by the way. You and your cousin, this guy and his cousin are going back and forth, like tearing each other up with memes and like Photoshop. It's like the worst photos ever. Okay, budgeting for a house. Here's what I say. Before you even start cutting budget. I mean, you can do this already if you want to. You can start like stop going out, stop spending money on traveling or, you know, nightclubs or bar tabs or just unnecessary stuff for entertainment, and start saving. What I would do is go talk to a lender if you're looking to buy a house and say, hey, I don't plan on doing it now. Maybe I will, but let's see. I want to get, you know, I want to see if I can get qualified for a home loan, and then I want to see what they say. Because there's only two things they're going to say when you qualify for a home loan or go try to get qualified for a home loan and talk to a bank. They're going to tell you two things. One, you're not ready, but we can show you how to get there. Or two, you're ready. Here's what we got to do next. You start shopping. But at the same, on both sides of that, they're going to tell you what you potentially qualify for is this much loan amount. And then if you do this, here's the loan you're going to have. And here's how much your down payment's going to be. And here's how much your closing cost is going to be. So those numbers, the down payment, the closing cost, along with what your monthly payment's going to be, will tell you, okay, well, monthly, I'm spending this much right now, maybe where you're renting. And monthly, I'm spending this much now on stuff I don't necessarily need. So that leaves this much. Okay, so how much do I have saved up? And how long do I got to save this much up? And they give you the math. You're like, ooh, that means like, that's 6 months of not eating, or that's da-da-da-da. So that right there will tell you, okay, that means I got to start cutting here, and that way you can start budgeting. So, you know, it really sucks to budget. I hate it. I like spending like I'm a rapper. It's just one of those things I've always been. It's really bad. I'm really bad about it sometimes. But the times that I actually sit down and budget, it really freaks me out to realize I spend that much money on food. I'm like, obviously. Just like going out. Like there was times where I remember us going out and I go, okay, I got to see last month how much I spent. And the number was stupid. I'm not even going to tell you what the number was, but I know the number that we spent on food was enough for like 2 houses. And I was like, whoa, why are we spending so much? And if you really look at your budget and you really look at all those times you swipe that card, all those little times will add up, and it'll show you how much you could potentially save for a house. That's why you got to learn how to budget, and you actually have to do it just once. You got to do it. It's just a real big eye-opener to your finances, especially if you've never done it before and you just spend money, you're comfortable. That's great if you're comfortable. That's great to have extra cushion. You're like, oh, I know I'm good because I got money in the bank. That's great, but how much are you wasting? And how much can you cut back on? Like I said, it sucks. Going on a budget is like going on a diet. It's like, just want to spend some money. Just a little bit. It's just a bite. So you got to check that out. But when you talk to the lender, they'll tell you, hey, here's the numbers, and that way you can figure it out. Also, when you go, good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Javier. Also, when you go, you'll figure out if you qualify for any kind of programs. You'll figure out if you qualify for any kind of special financing, any kind of down payment assistance programs, if you qualify for a VA, if you're a veteran, active military, if you qualify for, you know, an FHA loan, which is 3.5% down compared to like a conventional loan, which is 5% down. You'll find all this stuff out when you talk to the lender. So if you're looking to do that, we can do that. I'm going to post 2 links. One is to an article about the Renovator Remodel we have on our website. 2 is about budgeting. It's a lot of great tips. I know you don't want to do it. Doug, we spend a house payment a month on food. Unnecessary crap. We all do, bro. We all do. If I cut all the crap out of my budget, thousands of dollars is what I could have. It's because I spend it on food. Like, I don't know what it is. It's so weird to me. I can go to the mall and see a pair of shoes that I need or that I want, and I won't spend $100 on it. And I will be like, no. But we'll go to a restaurant, and the bill will come, and it's like $80 plus tip. I'm like, fuck, well, there's $100 right there. And you don't think about it. It's just an immediate gratification. I don't know what it is, why it's like that. But yeah, everyone take a look at that. If you're looking to buy a house, take a look at your budget. I'll put the buyer's guide, seller's guide inside there in the comments as well. Phone number, email. Oh, by the way, sorry, if y'all have questions, I wasn't trying to cut y'all off. I still got time. If anybody has questions, anything real estate related, start typing it now as I finish up. Seller's guide, buyer's guide are in the comments. Phone number, email is there. Call me, text me anytime you have questions. That's what happens every day after these. I love that y'all are very cool with me and you're like, oh, cool, I'm gonna let him talk, but after he's done, I'm gonna text him. I love it. Message me, text me, whatever you want to do. Good morning, Gita. Jitka, I'm hoping to say your name right. Pretty name. If you have any questions, y'all can text it out now. Let's hear it before I end the day. I hope everybody has a great Monday, start the week. I know for my kids, it's last week of school, which is nice. What else happened over the weekend? I saw Dave Matthews over the weekend. That was cool. I saw him Friday in the Woodlands. It's a really pretty place. Good morning, Martin Hinojosa, Renee. If you have a question, ask it now. If not, it's just me stroking my beard, driving to the coffee shop. That's what the show is about right now. It's all it's about, unless you have a question. And then if not, it's just all 13 of us just looking at each other, wondering what's going to happen next. Good morning, Shelly. How are you? Let's see. I'm turning right here. I'm going to wait for a question. I hope I'm going to answer it. Because if not, this is just awkward. Come on, Jessica Flores. Maybe Jessica Flores has a question. No one else has a question. They're just staring at me. I'm going to park right here. It's not a danger to society. Ooh, we're dropping off now. People are like, I don't got a question. All right, guys. We don't have a question. That's cool. Buyer's guide, seller's guide, phone number, email, all in the comments, along with 2 links to check out more about renovating and remodeling and budgeting. So if you have more questions about those 2 topics, go check it out. If not, you're watching this on the replay, because right now it is Monday. It is Monday at 8:12. I don't even know what date, 22nd maybe? And if you're watching this on the replay, I can still answer your questions. Belinda says, how do you know which lender to go to? Really important. That's a really important question. And I'll explain it this way. When I first started real estate, I didn't know who to go to. And so when clients would be like, what do I do? I'd be like, I guess you just go get approved and then call me when you get done. Which is the worst thing as any realtor could ever do with any client. It's kind of like being with a trainer, and the trainer's like, oh, you want to have a nice body? Okay, why don't you just go pick a machine and start doing whatever? No, if you're talking to a realtor and they're helping you buy a house, they're going to show you who to go to. And it's either going to be because they have a list of people like, hey, go use these people. I've heard they're really good. Or it's going to be someone that they refer people to because they send a lot of business there and they know, hey, this person takes care of my clients. This person, when I send someone over, they call. Does that make sense? They go and they call. So we have lenders in town, and we have one preferred lender in town. Her name is Claudia Mastagashi with Home Source Mortgage, and she takes care of every single lead that I get. If I get 50 leads in one day, they all go to her team. If I get hundreds of leads over the weekend because I posted some great magical video, which doesn't happen all the time, they all go to her. And the reason why is because her and her team take care of our clients and our friends and our family. So I know that if I send someone there, or if I tell them, hey, call this person, they call that person and they make sure they go through the steps. Compared to someone maybe I don't work with all the time, or maybe that I'm not familiar with, or maybe someone that secretly hates me, I don't know. But if I send someone to these other places and then nothing happens, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stick with my lender. So how do you know who to go to? See right there, Karina says, Claudia Mastagashi is the best. Wait, hold on, I'll answer that question. How do you know which lender to go to? It's really whoever you're comfortable with. Sometimes people, maybe their family member works for a bank. Maybe their family works for a lender. Maybe they are a lender. Maybe you're a veteran and you bank with USAA forever. Maybe you work on the base and you have a Navy Federal account and they have special financing. Whatever. It's really up to you who you ultimately decide, because it's your decision. Let's see. Someone said, who was blowing up your phone during your live video last week? Someone looking for a combo. They couldn't just text. Good morning, Claudia. Claudia's the best. Look at that. Claudia came in just in time when everybody was talking about you. Let's see. Stephanie Kirkman. Claudia, if you want to go live, we can. I don't know how many people we can get in here. If you're good to go. I know you're probably driving the kids, right? 'Cause I know I shut them off. Claudia, if you want to go live, you can leave an emoji and we can talk now, or we can schedule it for an earlier time, like tomorrow. Anybody can comment. Anybody can say anything. Anybody can ask a question. If not, I got to go get coffee. Okay. Man, that's why I need people talking to me, because it's the hardest part. Hi, Gino, you're driving. Yes, driving, but tomorrow for sure. Okay, good. Tomorrow, we'll talk to Claudia Mastagashi, and we're going to talk about the lending process and why we make it so easy. Good morning, Ross. Me and Claudia will basically explain this, how we make it so easy for all of our clients, because there's no easier thing than, hey, I'm going to have someone call you. Okay. It's like, I don't have to go do an obstacle course and dig up all my paperwork right now. And no, you're gonna have to provide some paperwork, but really it's gonna be answering some questions to find out if we can get you qualified for a home loan. And that's it. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes the first call. That's it. Talk about how your team works. I will talk about my team works. Talk about how her team works, my team works, and how we're able to do all this. How we're able to get contracts every single day for people that are buying and selling because we have a team. Because it's not just one person that handles everything. what I'm saying? It's right here. It's right here. See that? It's right there. All right? Vistaprint. $10. All right, y'all have a great day. Claudia, we'll talk tomorrow. We'll schedule it. Same time, right before 8 o'clock. We'll start it up and you can go live. So we got to get you one of these little mounts, Claudia. That way you can do it in the car. Bye, guys. You have a great day.